Bruh?
Bruh.
What's up, bruh?
Was good, bruh.
How you
It's
doing?
been a long, bruh. Magnified. It's been a
Long.
long time, bruh.
Mm-hmm. Very long time.
True. Actually, not false.
You
You you be the big sad. What do you mean big sad? I'm not sad. I'm never sad. I'm always happy. That's my secret.
less over the top happy than usual.
No, that's because I'm just like tired and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
eh.
Everybody's
So,
tired
so the,
sometimes.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You can always be a strong cowboy. Sometimes just being an alive cowboy is enough.
Unalive. Wow, we're doing that. Okay. Okay, let me see. So no longer Jetsush.
Unfortunately,
Now
I
it's Bucksush.
yeah, I actually just Shisuj
Jetsush. The
because I got the IGN.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, yeah. So how's Buck life?
Actually, it's pretty better than
It's
fucking
better.
Jet, to be honest. But
You memed for long enough. Now you're like,
exactly. But still not good enough. Buff Buck, please.
rough Buck, please. Really?
We exactly. We could have been doing so much better.
Nah, such a good class, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm just being greedy.
Wait, why did you roll Mezzo and drop on the superior? Why'd you do that?
Oh, this one is still there. This one is not supposed to be there because like this one was like, I'm just gonna post like every single equipment like separately, and then like kind of nah, this is gonna be look like shit.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
one is just like a random a random cube that I threw in, like on this fucking ring, and I got this
Mm-hmm.
spot, and I was like, I guess this is drop gear now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can use it for a while.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother like getting another
Mm-hmm.
superior ring now. I'm just like gonna do other stuff, and this one is just gonna be drop gear, I guess. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, I'm not gonna re-roll this shit. It's way too good.
Uh-huh. Did you have to redo your did you redo your inner, or was it always this amazing?
No, it used to be actually good,
And so what did you do to it?
but so it was basically like a mezzo and drop fucking inner. It was like pretty
Mm-hmm.
good for Jab because Jab doesn't need inner ability. But
Mm-hmm.
then I turned it to a buck, and I was like, okay, now what do I need? Everyone was like, you just gotta get like boss damage, and with the amount of honor exp I had, this was actually the better that I managed to get.
Oh no. Wait, who's told
This
you
was
this?
actually,
Who gave you this horrible advice?
I think it was like I think I got this information on like the book Discord. I think I don't remember
Ah,
exactly where I heard that, but like someone was like, no, you just gotta roll like boss damage. I was like, hi. I started
okay.
rolling, and this was the best that I could get.
All right. Well, two pieces of bad advice. One is you only go for like a boss and that kind of stuff if your weekly income, from like bossing mules and stuff is high enough that you can sustain yourself with that and you don't need the income anymore from your character basically. That's one.
Alright.
And then two, if you're going to reroll, you want to use your circulators first so that you can roll into like a nice unique line and then lock that and then roll for boss damage on the top line instead.
Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't do. I just
Yeah,
like fucking
exactly what you
YOLO'd
did.
all my use on the
Because now all
on
your
the
honor
use.
is gone, and your honor is a very slow
Exactly.
resource to build back. So it's not a yeah.
Exactly.
Now you're gonna be even further away from getting the inner ability that you want.
Yeah, I had like over a million on their XP, and I
Mm-hmm.
kept like fucking YOLOing it all, but I didn't see like boss damage a single fucking time.
Yep,
I
so
was like, this shit's gotta exist. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, at some point, I'm gonna get it. And it was like right during the like cooking event. I was like, I'm just gonna get like that. I'm just gonna get whatever like boss
mm-hmm.
damage, and I was just like circulate the shit out of it, and just get like like it maxed out, but it didn't work the way I was expecting.
Nope. So for future, save all your honor, get all of the honor you can from like dojo shop has extra, event shops can have extra sometimes. Make sure you just like fill up on honor again, because 30 attack is bad. That's like a buff that you can buy. You know, that's like a Ursus buff, and like Legion buff and Ursus buff are more, right?
Is it? I don't know exactly how much.
Well, together they're more. They're 20 attack each. So
Oof.
yeah.
Then I actually into myself. Who
Yeah.
would have thunk?
Yeah, basically like a year of, or for you like 2 years of honor exp just done to train.
Actually, not false.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it just kind of sucks because the currency is so slow to rebuild. You do get honor a little bit from if you do your weekly bosses, you get a decent amount of honor from that because they drop like the higher level bosses you do, they drop those big coupons for 5k and high enough even for 10k sometimes from events. So you'll make it back, but it'll take a while to make it back.
I thought about like even like start running like dojo on my marksman to get like those like transfer honor XP transfer scrolls to get her honor XP and transfer to the buck, but I was like,
that's pretty min-maxy. That's a lot of effort, I would say. Just focus on you know getting your weeklies done, and then if you're training with drop rate gear and stuff, then you'll make some honor back as well. Like that'll just don't waste it anymore, and like if you have event shops, try to buy those out, I would say. Yeah, wouldn't worry about the second character. The overlapping blocks in Legion.
Yeah.
People are cringing at your blocks.
That's just me being lazy, because like this is actually what I got from like the Legion solver, but like I got like some characters like.
Yeah, no, this is good. It means you leveled characters, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, at some point I'm gonna take care of this. I'm not gonna bother with this now.
It's like, yeah, it's 2% boss damage or something, right?
Yeah, I've got like I think 2 or 3 bucks in my Legion.
Nice. They're all in the board as well?
I'm not sure, but I think at least 2 are.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. There's some pirates in there for sure. I mean, if they have good Legion raid power, then yeah, damn, get them in there. But yeah, if you have other member bonuses that you're missing out on, then that could be a little bit better if you pick those. But I think you have quite a lot of the strength.
Because I think like most of the good like Legion bonuses that I could have are already on the board. Like there are some that I'm still like missing because like I'm just fucking lazy, or I just straight up like don't like to play the characters that give them. For example, I could have like the the 0 Legion block, but like my 0 is just like level 130, I think. I was like fucking abhor playing 0. Like I can't be bothered to fucking play that class.
The critical rate is really good on it. But if you can get it to, I just do Zakum daily, get it to 141, and then from there you can use growth potions, right? And then you can slowly bring it up to 200 without having to train it.
Yeah, that's something that I'm doing like with my DA now, because like my DA has been sitting for like at like 140 for like a year now. Like I was like, since we're getting like bonk potions like daily now, I just like get that shit, dump it on the DA, and slowly get it to 200.
Yeah, there's I don't know if and when we'll get it, but like the current Korea has the Thanksgiving event now, which has like 120 bonk potions or something in it. So there's a general trend upwards. Let's say that. So
that's actually very fucking good. Thank you, Nexon, very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they're trying to drag everyone to 8K, so you can have the board full.
Yeah, that's actually my dream. I'm sitting at 6.8 now, but I think my Legion, the last time I think I've upgraded my Legion was when I hit like 6,000, I think.
Okay. So you're saying you're still like an upgrade behind, you're saying?
Yeah, because like I wasn't playing too much because of work, but like now that I've like actually got time to do other things other than just like slave my life away.
Yeah.
I've been using my Legion coins to like get like coupons from the Legion shop, so I was like, I'm not gonna upgrade this shit now. I'm not gonna get too much value out of it anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah, then if you have a little bit more or another time where you don't have as much time to train, then you can stock up Legion coins then.
Yeah,
Just log in, pick up coins,
that's
log out.
that's yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. But yeah, with the for Legion, I will always look at like which character has opportunity because we have like the burn with the upcoming event. There's a Terra burn as well, up to 200. Maybe you could use that one on the. Wait, I don't. Can you use that one on Zero chat? Zero is also a little bit
Sure.
different, right? So there's sometimes like
Yeah,
exceptions and stuff.
yeah. Last I remember, we couldn't burn zeros. I think.
Yeah, it was always
I don't know
something
if that's actually still true.
something weird about them always because they start at such a weird level. So when it comes to like making their level even higher, I need to finish chapter 2. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, but my zero's like level like 130. I think I finished chapter 2 already.
130, I think. So, don't you finish chapter 2 at like around 120 something?
I
You
don't
can
know.
burn zero,
Like
just do what
literally,
Scardor says. Zakum and Bonk still 210. Oh, okay.
like I literally remember like the last time I've played Zero was
Mm-hmm.
like kind of around the last time we got the Wonderoid event.
Oh, that's a hot minute ago, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the. What level is the DA now? Maybe the DA can just get the Terra Burn then. Get to
Oh,
200.
the DA is like 160 something now. It's like 162.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, so the main thing is like, Zakuming to 140 and then like bonking. And then there's also like EXP points that we're getting now these days. You got that in the hotel as well, right? The EXP points that you can use on
Yeah,
characters over level 200. That's really good to get
yeah.
characters from 200 to 210 for the level 3 links.
I've actually been using all those points, like including the sixth star
Mm-hmm.
EXP points on the buck to try to like speed run to 60.
Yeah, you could do that as well. But once you get to a point where, you get like diminishing returns where it's not really that, it's like only like a few percent at the most, and it doesn't really do that much. Like on a 210 character or something, the daily EXP is like over 30% still.
Yeah, I was using it to like get like a bunch of characters from like 200 to 210. I did
Mm-hmm.
it for like Mercedes, Phantom, all the
Okay,
jazz
that's good.
like
That's good. But
characters that was like they were fucking a pain in the ass to play. I was like,
yeah,
nah, I'm just
exactly.
gonna burn those guys.
But I'm saying for the future as well, try to always have like a character in one of those stages so that when event like that comes around, you always know who is getting it, right? Like there's always one or two characters ready to get bonked. There's always one or two characters ready to get like EXP for 200 to 210. And there's always like a character around 140 or something in case there's a burninator or something like that. Or like
Yeah,
around 100 for
probably the
burning.
next on the line is gonna be the DA since I'm already like just like dumping all the bunk potions on him
Mm-hmm.
anyway.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Probably gonna be the next to be bunked to 210
Mm-hmm.
because I figured boss damage is really good. I should have it.
It's
What was
pretty
the damage? I don't remember.
boss damage.
I
You mean like in
I
the Legion
always
grid or? Oh, the
nah,
link. Yeah, it's the damage percent, but
link.
also boss damage in the Legion piece.
Yeah,
So he has both.
I
That's why
always
he's best class.
yeah. I don't know about that. The best Legion and the best Link skill, I guess. But
Well,
I
Arc,
don't know
Arc
about
and
the best
DA,
stuff.
bro, the best Legion best links.
I mean, it's not the worst character that I've ever traded to. Like 140, like it could be worse. Like it could be like mechanic level, but at least
Hmm.
it's not that bad.
Okay, we'll take it. So what are you doing on your character these days? What can I help you with today?
Bruh. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just like playing and like playing along basically. Like I I've been stalking like hard will and hard lucid for a hot minute now. It's been like
Mm-hmm.
1 year or so that it kind of like I'm just doing that, and like I really feel like playing now. So it's like I want to do like other stuff. Like I don't want to be like stuck in fucking will and lucid like all my life.
Yeah.
So I started getting like better stuff. I got like the arcane weapon. I just
Mm-hmm.
got my last arcane drop. So technically I have all the pieces, but I'm only using the weapon because like I haven't like really worked on the other ones. Like I got
Yeah.
all the other ones to like 15 stars, but that's it. And I was like, what should I do now? Should I just like wait, or should I actually like work on them because something that I gotta like plan my life around is just my work because like I never know exactly when I'm
Yeah,
going back to
yeah,
work.
yeah. That
So
kind of
now I'm
sucks.
spending a little bit time now
Yeah.
at home, but I'm not sure. Like it's like next Sunday rotations. There's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
a 15% off, and it's gonna be like 30% off and a 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
But like I'm not sure if I'll be home for like to that. So
Yeah. We'll have to
it's
see
kind
whether you
of
can even use them.
yeah. So it's kind of like yeah. So it's kind of like I'm just like hoarding stuff and never using them, and just I don't know if it's like worth it to just like yeet everything and just get some progress going on,
Mm-hmm.
or just like I'm just like fucking like roll until like one day there are gonna be like a Star Forcing event and
And then you roll the
coincidentally
whole
I'll
day.
be at home. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
how much money do you have right now?
Like 25 bill.
And how long do you think you're gonna be home for? Can they call you any
2 more weeks.
moment or?
Yeah, yeah, they can, but I don't expect them to. I think I should be at home for at least 2 more weeks, but
Okay.
that's not guaranteed. That's the thing. So
Right.
it's kind of hard to plan anything around that because like
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna wait for the next Star Forcing event, but
Yep.
like they could call me tomorrow and it's just like you fucker, you're coming to work now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you have to immediately, and then you're gone for like
Yeah.
anywhere from what 3 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it could be like a short trip, like it could be like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it could be 3 months. The longest I've ever been like working like straight was like 5 months.
Did you just been gone like offshore the
Yeah,
whole time?
yeah.
Jeez.
I'll
Okay.
just like travel to somewhere like, and it's always some weird ass place. Last time I went to work, I went to fucking Namibia.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Fucking like 2 days trip from Brazil to fucking Namibia, and
Hey, you
then I
were there for
stayed
a
there
while,
for
right?
like yeah, I was there for a while. And it's always a weird ass place. It never sent me to like a place like close to home. I've never been called like, oh, you're gonna work in Brazil now. It's always like, oh, you just go like to fucking like the Persian Gulf or like Malaysia or
That's a
like
longer trip.
Africa or something.
Or
So,
do you at least get to fly
exactly.
if it's the Persian Gulf? Do you at least get to fly then?
Yeah, I don't go by shit. Like they don't ship me there in a I don't know in a vessel or
On a
anything. I
boat,
just like fly
2 weeks
there.
to get there.
Yeah, yeah. I just fly there.
I see. I
So
see. Yeah.
but that's the thing, like,
So.
and I since like I kind of can't plan too much around events.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't really know like how like okay then I'm not gonna plan around events. I'm just gonna like upgrade like off events and stuff. But like what exactly should I be upgrading? Because
Yeah.
like I've got a bunch of
Okay.
stuff. Because I've been playing and I've been getting stuff, but I haven't been upgrading at all. I got
Mm-hmm.
the Twilight Mark. I got the Arcane stuff. I've got like Gollux coins to get me more
Oh.
accessories. Like
Yeah.
I
Well,
could have been like upgrading a lot of like
I don't.
places, but I haven't done nothing.
Yeah, I don't have a screenshot of all the backups you have, so I can't use that right
True.
now.
Wait a second.
Can you screenshot that?
I always forget to screenshot something.
What's this account? Mash Sushi's been around for a while.
True.
You've done what? 2 OneDroid events? 3?
I think two. Hi.
2. So like so this. How old is your account? At least 3 years, probably 4.
Yeah, my account should be like 3 or 4 years.
Can I do it? I've been following my channel for 3.5 years almost. So probably around that time, or
It's been yeah, should be around that time. My account should be 3 years. Oof, this reminds me of the Rona times, like fucking playing Maple all day. That was fucking life, bro. I tell you.
yeah, a long time ago. Wait, you still have a gun?
I do because I got it before the jet transfer. I got a box, and the box
Yeah.
was gonna expire like before the jet transfer event, so I just got the gun.
Oh yeah, so that you equipped that and then it transferred the gun.
No, I just had a good gun that got like turned into a knuckle. This one is just like a backup that I had that was gonna just expire
Oh, but
anyway, so I just got
wait, I
it.
thought it only transferred the items that you equipped.
Exactly. That's why I have a gun. Because I had two guns.
But how can you equip two guns?
No, I had no, I had the gun that I was using.
Yeah.
And then one day I went to clear hard loosen and hardware. I got a box drop,
Mm-hmm.
and from the box was gonna expire before the transfer event, so I
Yeah.
just opened it and got a gun.
Why did you get a knuckle from the box?
Because you can't. I tried.
Wait, doesn't it just give you a suggestion?
No, you can only get the weapon for your job. I
What?
thought that I could
Lame.
get. Yeah, I thought that I could get a knuckle too, but actually false. I can't.
Oh, great. So you got this before the
What a
transfer.
Yeah, what a great game design.
But I thought only the equips that you have equipped on your character were transferred. So that's not true.
Yeah,
So
they were. No, that's true. That's actually true. The gun that I was using, that was the gun that I had before
Yeah,
dropping this
that's
one.
your knuckle now.
Yeah, that's my
So that
knuckle
one
now,
was
exactly.
transferred and this one was transferred. So it's not only
Wait,
the things you
no-
had equipped that were transferred, because both were
No,
transferred.
all of them. Wait, what do you mean? No.
How can you not explain this to me? They said in the patch notes that only the equips that you had equipped on your character were going to get transferred, and that
Exactly.
you would lose everything else. So that's not true. Because otherwise, you'd only have one gun right now. Because you
But I
only
only
transfer.
have one gun right now. Because the gun that I had that I was using got turned into a knuckle.
Yeah, but so why do you have this one?
Because I dropped it.
But you couldn't have equipped both the gun that changed to a knuckle and this gun, right? So the stuff that you didn't have equipped also got transferred. Transferred is
That-
like moved, not like switched. Like you
Wait,
kept the items.
I don't know. I'm really
You weren't around
confused
for the
right
whole
now.
thing, but basically in the patch notes they made a difference between like they said use different words for like making items go from your old class to the new class, and whether you could
Alright.
even, and then they used a different word suddenly, which made it seem like they weren't gonna let you keep all the items you had. Like all of your fodder was gonna be gone, all of your drop rate and meso gear were gonna be gone. That's what it looked like. Yeah, something
I
like
didn't
only
know
equipped
about-
gear will be kept, but like kept like the old class, or kept like as in you can keep it, you know?
Yeah, that's confusing. I don't know.
They never said items would
I
disappear. They said that they wouldn't keep them. You can read it again. We read it like 16 fucking times, but they use different words. They use transfer and they used another word, acting like there were two different processes, and one would happen and one wouldn't happen. And they were very inconsistent with it. So some people were. It sounded like just equip what you want to hold on to as a jet, and then everything else you just lose it. That's what it sounded like, which is like, this is the worst thing ever.
I mean, so that's actually not true because like
So
I've
that's not
got,
what
like,
happened,
a bunch
okay.
of like, yeah, because I've got a bunch of like,
Yeah, because you would lose your legacy items and everything as well, right? And you still have all
yeah,
of
exactly,
those.
and I've
Yeah.
got like a bunch of backups for a lot of shit in my inventory that I still have. So
Okay, so yeah, you just so at this point, is this any good stuff? Okay, let me look through everything here. So you're using the superior kind of as like a multi-purpose ring right now, and how are you doing on the coins and
Yeah.
everything? Like Gollux coins, the Narrows maybe. How is that going? No, the Narrows, I think.
Ooh, Daenerys is a touchy topic. I've
Okay,
got like
okay.
34 Daenerys.
Okay, good shit. And Gollux coins, do you have anything there?
Yeah, I've got some good as Galaxy coins. I got like 2080 something.
Are you? Oh yeah, because you had like old Gollux coins. Are you still transferring those? Or no?
Mm,
Like the pennies and the.
yeah, no, not really. I don't have any penny
Okay.
anymore. I just have like the normal Galaxy coins.
Okay,
the
but you
Chad
could buy
Galaxy coins.
3 superior backups now, right?
Yeah.
And you have, what is that, 1 superior belt? Or is that 2? No, that's a reinforced as well, right?
Yeah, most of them are superior, like, are reinforced. I've only got like 1 superior belt.
Yeah.
That's all I've got,
And
and a
that-
bunch of pink belts.
And that pendant is also superior, right?
Aye, the pendant is superior.
And the
And the
E-rings
rings.
are all reinforced, I think. Or
No, I've
this-
got 2 superior.
This one is superior. And this one? These two? The ones on the bottom?
Yeah, I've got 2 superiors.
Okay. Yeah, with the colors, with the stats and everything, it's hard to tell sometimes. Like, these two look exactly the same, but this one is reinforced, this one is superior, I think. Okay. So
I
2
still don't know how
earrings.
people can tell it look.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hue and everything. It's, 2, well, so if it's like super blue, then you know it's reinforced. Because it's blue for stats and blue for the type of the item.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 2 superior earrings, 1 superior pendant, and then 1 belt, and you have enough to buy 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. And oh man, you have like no kind of treasure rings. You have 1 and 3 dominators. Okay. Do you have any materials to make Meister rings?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I still keep hoarding them, even more so now that I know the profession,
Yeah.
the profession mechanic is gonna be revamped. So I'm hoarding even more.
Yeah, I'm looking for kind of like, so the next jump, for you to be equipped higher would definitely be like to go into the arcanes, and definitely want to do that. That'd definitely be the first step. Then you can go way higher on flames as well, and because the flames aren't super crazy right now, so you can get a lot more damage from that. And you can go a bit harder on the potentials as well to legendary. Your glove is very nice though, so you'll have to remake that. That's only a little bit of downside.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to replace those gloves.
Yes. Do you have like a bunch of ID from your familiars? Because you have like your secondary has a lot of ID on it.
I'm fucking too unlucky with familiars to actually put them into words. I've got some good healing familiars, but that's all that is.
What's your hyperstat at right now?
I don't have any hyperstat in ID, to be honest. No, I have like 10 points. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like that's all I have. Cause like when I'm fully buffed, when I'm going to boss, like I got like 96% visual ID, so it's like that's probably good enough.
Yeah, you don't get too much functional extra on the buck, but you have like a big force job skill that gives you a big chunk. Gives like what 40? Is it 30%? 40%? That's a big one. But we kind of want to get rid of the, because if you're gonna be training in the higher level areas, and because of jumping around, you do need good base damage. It's gonna be rough to keep killing the monsters quickly with a secondary like this, because it's not gonna give you any damage from mobbing, right? So that's gonna be tricky. And it is a bit high on the ID. I wonder why you're only at 96.
Do you think it would be better to just re-roll this one, or just get a new one, and just like roll it for mobbing and try to get attack on it?
Yeah, I'd probably re-roll a second one, because if you were like at 98 or 99 IED, I would say just re-roll this one. But since you're under 97, getting rid of these two would probably get you a bit too low. Let's see, 96, 85. If you're at 95 and you add 30%, that gives you 1.5. So that would take you to 96.5. So you're a little bit over 95 without this one. So you'd be like 94. A little bit under 94 if you would lose the 2 lines. Which is, not the end of the world, but that's a little low. So you probably still need 1 line. And your emblem is already 3-line attack, so you don't want to get it from that. But you don't have like 15% ID familiars even?
No, nothing. Fucking unlucky with ID.
That
I've been training in Lumina to still get some some familiars and stuff.
But are you revealing all the commons and the rares as well? Because they can get 15% on common and rare.
To be honest, no.
Because if you have room, do you have room for 3 familiars or for 2?
Yeah, no, for 3.
If you have room for 3 and you get 3 with 15%, then you can afford to get rid of this one and just re-roll it, and just re-roll for attack boss combo. Or maybe even one that has like 1 line of attack, 1 line of boss, 1 line of IED or something like that. That would already increase your damage a lot. So I try to just reveal FAMs, get 3 15%. And do you have a familiar with like increases drop rate or increases drop rate by a small amount?
I've got like one.
Mm-hmm. With
I've
the
got a big
regular one or
spider,
with
but
the
it's
small amount? Oh, you have the old spider?
small. I have the old spider, but it's on my fucking hero.
Ah, unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, small. I mean, yeah, use the small amount to get more familiars and keep revealing the common and the rare ones until you get enough IED, and also keep revealing the rare ones until you have one that says increases item drop rate, because that will give you up to 50%. And then you can stop using the small one and you can use that one instead. And with that IED, then you can freely reroll your secondary and get like a lot more damage from that. So
Right.
I would work on that.
I didn't know the common and the rare ones had the ID line.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah.
I never really bothered like revealing them. I was like, I'm just gonna get trash lines anyway.
Yeah, well, that's like the only useful one basically is like small drop and IED, and then rare has like up to normal drop and IED. That's it, and then everything else is just pure garbage. Yeah, everything else is just all the other stuff is epic and higher. So, but once you have those, it's also a good idea. Like if you're making boss mules, to try to just open up familiars on there to try to get like 15% IEDs, because it's a very cheap way to get IED on those characters, and all the early bossing mules typically need a little bit of juice, right? If you're gonna do a little bit of that, just as a tip for later, I guess.
All right.
All right, so do that. So then we're moving into 17 arcanes. We're trying to get legendary and 2-line stat on it. I think that you can do all of that within 25 bill.
Yeah,
And
all the arcanes are like, I've got like my gloves. I think are like 16 stars, and like everything else is like 15. So,
mm-hmm.
but to be honest, I don't fucking know like how much would it cost me to actually get it like all of them to 17. Even
we can
more
use
so because I don't.
you can just calculate it now. You can see like how much it would save you, and then, but depending on that, see if you would want to, wait or not.
Yeah, because like I don't like, even more so because I don't have any like backups, so I would
Mm-hmm.
have to safeguard all of
Yeah, I
them.
would definitely would first try. Yeah, so the average is like 2.3 mil off event. If you have 5, 10, 15, then it's almost 800 mil, right? So it's like it's only a third of the cost. And during 30% off, it's almost the same. It's like 10% off, basically. Nice.
I wish I could. I wish I could be here.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's such a big difference. You save like 1.4 bill per item. So it's 4 items, so you save like 5.5, 6 bill, which you can then use, on buying flames and on getting better potentials on it. That's almost enough, I think, to that'll get you. Oh, whoops. That'll get you very close to getting getting like a double critical damage potential again on the next gloves, so you don't lose too much damage when you switch over. Because I think that's about,
Yeah.
I think that's like 8 bill or something.
I don't know because I got like I remember I got that potential on those gloves like with 10 or so cubes.
Yeah, you got
I
super
got
lucky. I
really,
remember that.
I
Yeah, it's
got
like
really fucking lucky.
it's like between 6 and 9 bill. So ideally somewhere around like 7, 7.5 or something, or between 7.5 and 8.5, something like that.
Yeah.
So if you can save 5.5 bill on the star forcing, then you're getting a big discount on the potential. So, but what you can do before then is you can already just switch into them and like work on the potential and the flames a bit. They'll probably already make them very close, or even a slight upgrade with the set bonus and everything. Are you using a? Oh wait, are you using an Absalab hat right now?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, you wanna switch into a CRA hat.
Yeah, I have my old CRA hat still,
Mhm.
so
Oh yeah, it's here.
which is
Oh, that's anviled, right? Yeah. Okay. Because I saw.
yeah.
And that's like, what is that, 17, 19? What is that?
It's 17.
17, okay. But all the other stuff is...
The only thing that I have above 17 stars is the pap mark at like 21.
yeah, 21 is a random tap the shit out of it. And it's like, oh, it goes.
Exactly. Exactly. I didn't have any backups. I didn't have anything. I just fucking YOLO'd it.
Yeah.
And I got lucky.
Yeah, you did. Some good stuff. Well, depending on when you got it, but I think you got it not super long ago, right?
I think it was like a month ago or so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, like, it was after the transposing change and everything. Okay, is there anything else?
Yeah, it was like long after the transposing change.
Yeah, yeah, long after it. Okay. Goes to the pieces. Do you have anything else that could become drop or meso gear instead of the awake ring?
I mean, I've got a reboot vengeful ring, and I've got the Sweetwater tattoo that could become a drop gear after I have my mark done.
Wait, but what do you have for rings?
Damage rings or drop rings, or just like rings in general.
Well, these are just your
that
damage rings right now, right? These 4?
Yeah, like quote unquote damage rings, because I've got.
Well, yeah. Well, this ring is like
weird
doing
ass
fuck all
pulse
now,
ring.
right? So we want to see if we can
Yeah.
get some damage in there instead. Do you have like another ring that you can make a meso ring instead?
Yeah. I've got like another Meister ring. I've got a Kana ring. I've got another event ring. I've got that reboot vengeful ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's already legendary. I could just like roll it into drop and stuff.
Yeah. Do they have any stat on them now? Like what kind of potential do they have now?
It's nothing really. It's just sitting on legendary.
Well, because I'm thinking.
I remember.
Yeah, go.
Because I remember like at some point during some event, I don't recall which one. I got like one of those like event legendary scrolls for like event rings. So just like just gonna YOLO on that shit.
I see. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, so you can afford the. Yeah, if you saw the star forcing thing, even if it's like 2.5 bill each, it'll be 10 bill to get them all to 17. But if you do it, wait for event, then it's, 3.5 to 4. So that's one thing. And then the potentials, one is already legendary, the other ones are unique, so that's not going to be too expensive. But the glove the glove potential is going to be kind of expensive to have to do again. It's probably more viable first to just get your ID familiars and then roll for the secondary. That'll be bigger gains for sure. You could be like, okay, if you get called, here's the thing, like if you tap the arcanes and then you get called, then you can't enjoy them anyway, right? Because you can't play.
Yeah, true.
If you tap the arcanes and you don't get called and then an event comes, then you will have wasted your money. If you don't tap the arcanes and you get called, you also can't enjoy them, so it's whatever. If you don't tap the arcanes and an event comes, then you can tap them on the event. So I think that last one is the best option, right?
True. That's the best scenario possible.
Yeah. So I would work on the potentials. I would get the ID familiars, work on the potential of the secondary, and then work on the potential of the arcanes, and maybe also some flaming on them, just to make them look nice, and save like around 10 bill for the star forcing in case things goes, at least 10 bill saved, but you probably can get the other stuff done with less money than that, depending on how high you put the bar for the secondary, right? So I mean, you try to aim for like 2-line attack, 1-line boss, but like 1-line attack, 2-line boss is also good. Or if you get something similar to what your weapon has, right, like 2-line attack and something useful on the 3rd line, then I would keep that as well on the secondary.
All right.
Because there's pretty big variance there. But yeah, your emblem
is
nice.
Rolling stuff like that is just like better to use like red cubes or go for black cubes all the way.
I'll go for reds because you just have more attempts in total. if you already have like 2-line attack and 1-line boss, and mathematically 3-line attack is better, there's like 2 options there. Like either you bright cube black cube it so that you can keep the previous potential. But even then, I think mathematically it's better to just make a secondary on the side and just roll red cubes on that one. So you could still do that if you want to, if you think you want to keep this one eventually, like for the future. But if you get your ID from your familiars, and then you do this, like with extra legion, extra link skill, level up, and all that, like your ID will be good enough, and you won't need any ID ranks anywhere. And hopefully, you get some familiars with a little bit more ID on it, and then you can switch out some boss there as well.
All right.
Then the next thing you want to save money for will be like to get your, because you don't have too many kind of treasures. So the best thing you could do in terms of like star forcing, so that'll be during event, is to tap your CRA past 17, like definitely to 19, but probably all the way up to 21. But I would go 1 star at a time, like go 18, then go 19, and then from 19 you can go for 21, basically. You can look at like what kind of money that is, because you probably want to do that during 5, 10, 15. So you're looking at 17 to 19, no safeguard. Also, since you're in the guild, we might have, I think we're getting kind of close, but by then we might have the special enhancement room. If you star force inside there, then the star catch is always applied, so you don't have to do that anymore. You get the extra luck chance from it. But we need like 30 rare drops, and we're at like 28, I think. So we're very close to getting it. So once we have it, if you go in there in the guild, it'll save you some money as well. Like here, if you have star catching, if you turn that on, then like the average cost actually goes down. Also, yeah, it's about like 10% or so. So that'll save a lot of money in the long run as well. So here up to 19 is like it's like 1.8 bill. It's almost 2 bill per piece. If you're trying to go for 21, then I think you get closer to like 6. Oh yeah, 6. Yeah, 22 is closer to 8, I think. Oh, it's even closer to 10. Damn. So that'll depend on how much money you've made until then. But I think you can definitely go to 19. So if you can end up with 17 arcanes, 19 CRA, and then good potential, hopefully with the critical damage double back on the glove, ID fams, attack or attack boss combination on the secondary, then you'll have quite a bit more damage overall. Because basically you'll just need to, play longer, do more bosses, get more backups to get like, the next step will be to get all of your CRA to 21, and then getting all the fodder that you save, so hopefully more kind of treasure rings, dominators, and then the reinforced rings and the belts, get those to 21 and then transfer into 20 superior. And then since you have backups, you can tap from 20 to 21 superior, basically. That'll be the step after that, but that'll probably be like for shining or something, so like end of November if you're around then. If you have playtime in between, then you'll have time to make money and get backups, and then that'll be the next step after that.
Yeah.
So include your hat, right? If you're switching to arcane, include your CRA hat and your top and your bottom. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Should you? Yes.
I still got like my old CRA hats like sitting at 17 star. It ain't got like crazy potential, but like it's usual. Usual?
Just average?
Usable?
Oh, usable. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's totally fine, honestly. If you have 17-star CRA, I would be totally okay with like epic or unique potential on a 17-star CRA. I usually don't get CRA to legendary unless it's 21 stars. That's like the earliest I go for it, because the gains you can make on the star forcing and the amount of backups you have is just so much higher that it makes way much more sense for your money to just keep tapping on trying to get to 21 rather than to work on like legendary potential, because it has a lot of junk lines, right? When you're cubing it, like so many of the potentials are just horrible and give you absolutely nothing. Whereas for accessories, they have way fewer, like lower junk lines, so you can get better lines there. And the lowest junk lines are on things like the heart. That's why your heart probably has one of your best like potentials, right? because it's just
Yeah,
it's
kinda.
easier to roll with the same money. So if you ever try to like go for really good potentials, you always want to do your accessories before like your arcane equips, for example. The only exception there is your weapon because of the type of potential it can get, and your glove also because it can get critical damage. So that puts it like ahead of the other pieces. That makes sense?
And like, yeah, and like, what about like nodes and stuff? Because like,
Mm-hmm.
I've got like I've got like all my like the buck like boost nodes and
Yeah.
skill nodes like maxed, but I still didn't max like stuff like the overdrive, the pirate banner stuff. Like, is it actually worth it to like still dump nodes on this character to get those kills like maxed up? Because I got like I've got like three characters that I can boss with. Like
Mm-hmm.
my buck is my main. I've got like a hero and a marksman bossing mules,
Mm-hmm.
but they still didn't like they still don't have like max boost nodes. So it's
Yeah, I
like
mean, I
kind
would
of
say that's good.
dumping
Like,
them
you
down.
don't need max boost notes on bossing mules, I would say. But what kind of bosses can they do? And like, how long does it take you?
Uh both of them can do like up to normal Lotus and Damien.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Like the marksman takes a little bit longer. Usually like I can get like all bosses like done in like about an hour or so.
mm-hmm. Like on every, like on each or on like combined on them.
Nah, the marksman just takes like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
The hero takes a little less. The hero is like 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So I ideally, you want to see if you can like squeeze as much into a half an hour, but that comes to because of like guild skills and stuff. Are they in a guild?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, throw them like apply to Raindor. That's like our kind of like our leftover guild at the moment, but at least it has like 13 skill points, so you can get like 26% critical damage at least for 26 minutes. That'll help you quite a bit already.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say for boss mules, I would say focus on trying to get those two 15% ID familiars, right? Try to unlock a second
Alright.
slot and get 215 ID familiars. Try to get, because you already have Abso pieces, I see. Complete that if it's not complete yet, but otherwise, try to get reinforced Golux set if you can.
Alright.
That's relatively cheap and it gives you ID and the boss damage, right? So it's way better as a set bonus than like the boss accessories. And see if you can get it into a guild. So, but right now we have room in Raindor, so you can just apply on them, and then you can have access to the guild there. It'll depend a little bit on how many people do Culvert and stuff, but like last week we had, I think like 23 skill points or something. So that'll at least be like a nice little bonus and a lot of money that you don't have to spend. Because yeah, you want to avoid having to like max all your nodes out and do all of that stuff. The other thing is, like make sure you switch out your links in your Legion, your hyperstats, and your bonus on your Legion grid, and that your hyperstats are all like set for your character, right? Like hero needs a lot of crit rate, make sure he has 100%, and then marksman has pretty good base crit rate and IED, so you're mostly just going for damage and boss damage, right?
Yeah,
Kinda.
the hero's been a little bit annoying because of the crit rate, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's mainly the reason why I worked on the Phantom
Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm.
get like level 3 link because like
Yeah. Yeah.
hero's crit rate is actually garbage.
You might want to, like, if you move the pieces in your Legion grid around a little bit, you could take like 3, 4, 5, 6% crit rate extra, right? Compared to now. And that
Yeah,
might be the
yeah.
difference between being like 90 something or being 100. Also make sure that you put decent sharp eyes on him, right? That's very important for the hero.
Yeah, I feel like decent sharp eyes and like combat orders and all this stuff.
Yeah,
Because like
all the
the
links.
hero's like pretty, yeah, the hero's like pretty set up already because like he used to be my main.
Right,
So
okay, yeah.
like I've worked a lot
Yeah, I
of
was gonna say,
like
I
I've
remember
built
that
a lot of it.
IGN.
Yeah, that's the original Jesus. That's
Mm-hmm.
used to be a fucking Dark Knight.
Oh, true. Used to be a Dark Knight as well. Jesus. Oh, that's a long... The whole
Used to
lore.
be
We're
a Dark
bringing out the
Knight.
lore here.
Used to be a Dark Knight with me and the boys struggling CRA.
Yeah.
Oof, fucking struggling CRA. Imagine,
Oh,
couldn't
wow.
be me.
Was a while ago, huh?
Yeah.
Farmer Sush, you're
farmer, so he used to be my farmer kinda.
Was in Bye Bye Station, right?
Oof, a long ass fucking time ago.
With the elite bosses and all there.
Mm,
But yeah, so try out
but
those three things. Definitely, like apply to the guild, so you get a little bit more damage there. And then just do another run and kind of like see how long it takes to do everything. And just look at like easy ways to get some gains. You know, like if you have something that's unique but it only has like 6 or 9% on it, just keep rolling until you can hit a 12. If something is epic but it only has 3%, like make sure you hit 6 or 9. Just like a little gains like that. And if you're gonna throw maybe some money at it, like before throwing nodes at it, I would make sure that the weapon, secondary, and emblem have at least like good potential. Like really good unique or also legendary potential with like 2 useful
yeah,
lines. I think
the
that'll
hero's
give
got
you.
like the hero's got like decent gear. The marksman too's got like full abso
Mm-hmm.
and a fake hurricane weapon, so it's pretty
Mm-hmm.
juicy.
That's pretty good, yeah. That should be good enough for a boss meal, yeah. But we want to get it towards like being able to do all the bosses like around that 30-minute mark, so that you can get full use out of the guild skills.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see if we have room
Total.
in. If you're gonna be playing for a longer time, we can also see if we can make some room in the Mules, because Mules has like 2 max skills, almost 3 max skills for all of the bossing mules for everyone. But it always fills up with people's active bossing mules, so most of the people in there are very, very active.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably gonna be better for me to just like apply to the Mules Mule Guild,
yeah, you can at least get
cause
started there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, cause all that keeps hindering me is my job, honestly. So like,
yeah,
I
I
can't,
know.
I can't, I can't be like, I'm just gonna be active. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be active like as long as I'm at home.
Yeah, I understand. I
But
understand.
but like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be home for. So
Hmm. Yeah,
at
we
some
can.
point I'm gonna be gone, and I don't know when I'm coming
I
back.
keep
At
a
some point,
slot
I'm
in
gonna come back
the main
probably.
guild for you forever, but like, yeah, not
Mm.
too, not like 3 or 4. That will be a little bit much
Nah,
for the
that
main
would be
guild.
just yeah, that would be rude.
Hmm.
Nah, bruh.
I will
By the way,
say,
speaking about bosses,
well, we're still on the matrix, right? I will say like some of these skills you don't really have to level further. Like if you get more decent combat orders or more sharp eyes or something, you could just extract the extra ones, or you could even, if you want to, extract these and just equip level ones, because it's not that important to level those. The only decent skill that's important to level is the holy symbol one.
ooh, what
So
about overdrive and the pirate banner?
yeah, but I'm talking specifically about decent skills, right? So like
Ah,
decent
ah,
blessing, decent combat orders, decent sharp eyes. You don't have to level those at all. Um, but all the ones you have here on the bottom, the other 4, like I would level those if you do get them. The main things now that are missing for you for damage is to get the pirate banner in there. Yeah, the pirate banner, right? That one is important. Honestly, so if you're bossing, do you switch out the boost nodes
yeah. I usually like put in the pirate banner.
and then blink probably, right? For the
Yeah,
yeah.
depending on the boss, like I
Mm-hmm.
don't usually miss blink to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, it just has. It's also, well, you were talking about like getting further into bosses. That's the main reason we're doing all of this, right? Is trying to get you
Yeah.
also to be like, maybe you can do. So the next bosses is like Sea Slime, normal Vihilla, and then like Gloom Solo, and then maybe into Dark now. And for those bosses, more vertical mobility and gliding here and there. Sorry, not gliding, floating here and there with Blink is actually really useful, because there might be a bunch of stuff going on the ground, and you just want to up jump and glide up, float up, and just kind of forget all about what's going on down there, and then just land when it's safe again. So you'll be using
Okay.
Blink way more.
I tried like
You know.
that's something that I wanted to ask too. Like I wanted to move to the next bosses. Like so now I
Mm-hmm.
can do like everything up to like hard, lucid, and will. I can like duo, hard, Lomian, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I wanted to like
Have you tried
after like a
normal
very
Gloom?
I
Mm-hmm.
did, and I got fucking bro. I got fucking dunked by Gloom. Honestly,
When did you try it?
ooh, I think last time I tried I was like 255 or something.
Was it a long time ago, or?
Yeah, not that long ago. Honestly, I think it
But like
was
the
like
last
two or
patch,
three months ago.
yeah, that was probably before the last patch then, because the last patch they changed quite a bit about Gloom and Dark now. Um, So for both Gloom and Darknell now they changed the color of like the balls that are falling, so it's easier to see. And also from the top of the map you can like see where they start forming and then they fall, kind of like the debris in Lotus. And then
Right.
yeah, and then during the darkness, no balls are falling anymore in Gloom. That's probably what got you the
That's actually,
most. Yeah.
yeah, that's actually good.
Yeah, so one
Like
thing that could
I
help
tried.
you if
I,
you're like
I
struggling with surviving in like the darkness form is like jumping up and blink and then staying in the air longer and then just falling later, because then you can just kind of look at which attacks are gonna summon on top of you and then you can fall down. And another one that you can do is also use the Urda's Will skill, like the resistance skill, because that can make you immune to stuff like the hands that try to grab you and then you get stuck, for example. Or if the balls are about to fall on you and they're about to blind you or seal you and you're doing a big attack, and you would lose a lot of damage, for example, then you can press it preemptively as well, and then you don't get the CC from it. The crown control doesn't go through.
all right.
Although for you,
Because that's something.
mostly your bursting skill is mostly iframe, so that last combination probably won't happen that much for you. But yeah, it could happen. But you'll see the balls forming way faster now, and you'll see them coming ahead of time, so you can just move out of the way and just zoom a little bit, and you'll be fine.
All right. There's something that I wanted to ask too, because like when I tried, like last time I tried Gloom, like I've never tried V Healer and I've never
Mm-hmm.
tried Dark Note, but I've tried Gloom before. But
Mm-hmm.
like last time I tried Gloom, like it was pretty much with the same gear that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only thing that had really changed was my level, because like since then I already had like maxed arcane symbols, so that didn't change too. But like my damage was like pitiful. It was like
Mm-hmm.
fucking ridiculous. So
Well, what
I
you know
don't
about
really know
Gloom?
like
Like
when it's,
when if Gloom doesn't open, you only do 10% of your damage, right?
yeah, but like even with like with the eye open, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
bruh, I'm fucking weak. So like I don't really know like when exactly I would be like I don't know if like ready or whatever, just like to at least try in a party or something. Cause
Mm-hmm.
like my damage on doing Gloom was like just fucking ridiculous. Like I wasn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be. Well, yeah, it's probably just a little bit of everything combined, right? But there's definitely some stat and some Star Force, and I mean, if you switch into Arcanes, it'll be a big difference. Like my Cannoneer, for example, I think kills Gloom in like seven, 7 or 8. No, maybe even less, like 6 or 7 minutes, I think. But he's like around 40k stat, so he's like switched into full arcane, and then the accessories, like the CRA and the accessories, are like 21 and 20, like around there. So that's like 1 or 2 events further than where you are, and then it's like that long. So you can definitely kill it, I know, but it'll just be a long run and probably not worth your time. So I think switching into arcane and the potential that we talked about with the secondary and everything, that'll give you a lot of damage. If you get ID fams and damage on the secondary, I think that is going to make a big impact. But the other thing is like you're still missing some burst from overdrive and the blessing plus the flag, all of those three together. Because the flag is some functional IED, right, that you will get as well. And if the flag is max, that's 100% uptime.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
like
because the
yeah,
uptime for the flag now is already really good.
yeah. It goes to 100% with like, and it gives, I don't know, was it 10% stat, 15% stat or something, and 15 IED. So like, and if you keep it on, it's like 100% uptime. So that's very useful for confirming your burst.
It's actually good.
Mm-hmm.
Actually good.
Yeah, and then blessing just is more stat. And then overdrive, especially since you have an arcane weapon now, is pretty nice. For most bosses, I would also make sure to put the Urdanova in a leveled up slot versus in a lower level slot, right? So you have more cooldown reduction on it.
All right.
Does it have around 3 minutes now? Around 180?
Yeah, it's like around like it's like 152 now.
Oh yeah,
It's
now
just
it's
because
lower.
like
Yeah, yeah.
it's because like I I mostly use it just like when I'm like solo bossing.
Yep.
But like since I don't do like will lucid and like hard loam and like on my own I'm always partying when I'm
Yep.
doing those bosses. Like I don't really use Nova because like there's always
Mm-hmm,
someone who's
mm-hmm.
gonna bypass or advise like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And then you can
And
almost
like,
switch it out for the flag, or for the blink, or for something else. Maybe for the blessing.
yeah, so it's like I'm not gonna use it. It's like I mostly use it like on trash bosses anyway.
Yep.
So
No,
because like
exactly.
since I'm not really like soloing like Lucid and Will and Lumion and whatever.
Yeah, it'd be like
Like
normal Vihilla and like Darknell or something that you would use it on if you would solo those. But yeah, those would be long boss fights as well.
yeah, I've never really tried like any of those two to be
Hmm.
honest. I
Normal
kinda
Vihilla is a pretty good boss to get into for party because she can drop armor boxes as well, so you can have backups. And she can drop daybreak pendants as well. But the main thing is, if you don't have healing fams, it's gonna be pretty hard to. Yeah, it's a much harder boss fight. But if you have full party and and some of the other people have healing fams, then that can help you out quite a bit.
I've got like some decent healing femmes. Cause
Okay.
like
Oh, you have
I've got
old
them.
ones for
Yeah,
those, or
yeah. I have like some because like I've been like building them up for like a long ass time ago for like
oh, okay.
Will and stuff. So I've got
Mhm.
like some decent healing
Okay.
femmes.
Well, you can always try if there's like in the bossing menu, like someone doing hard Vihilla or something. You can see or normal Vihilla. You can always see if anyone is trying to set up a party. Well, not right now, I guess. But
Yeah.
that's a decent boss to try. There's a lot of. I would probably try solo mode first, just practice mode, just to kind of like see the hitboxes. But a lot of it in. You're gonna like the boss once you get good at it, because a lot of the damage that you deal is just about being close to her and just hugging around her and knowing her hitboxes and just small corrections and just moving in between the attacks. And that's when your Lord of the Deep is just constantly hitting and constantly doing damage. And you want to just keep her in one spot, put a flag down and then just dash around her and keep doing damage on her constantly. Like for my DA, it's a more risky for the DA, right, because of the HP and everything. But if I could do it properly, it's a really fast run now on my DA because Frenzy's constantly hitting, right, all the time. And then for you, it's going to be the same with Lord of the Deep, that you can just wiggle around her and just, mow her down, basically.
Aye.
But
Editors
then,
note Lord of the Deep is the best skill of the game.
yeah, it's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Frenzy by itself is better than Lord of the Deep, but the problem is that DA has, like, no mobility, and Buck has, like, the best mobility in the game, almost, like, to combine
Yeah.
with it. So it empowers the skill way more. And, yeah, definitely elevates it.
Buck is actually too fast to be honest.
Yeah,
Like
Jet was already fast, but Buck is, like,
yeah.
on a whole other
No,
level.
but the thing is like Buck,
Hmm.
it's fucking amazing. I love this shit because like Buck is just have like Lord of the Deep, and
Hmm.
since like Lord of the Deep is so fucking strong, like when I'm like training in Limina,
Hmm.
like I train on like is it 2.5 or 1.5? I don't remember, but like I do like jack shit. I just like turn on Lord of the Deep, jump left, jump right, and clear the map. That's
Hmm.
it.
And everything gets loaded, yeah. Also, Howling Fist is very satisfying, I find, on bosses.
Yeah,
Boss
yeah.
just
Howling's
blows up, yeah.
yeah. But like Lord of the Deep is actually the best skill of the game. Like I fucking love this shit.
Hmm.
It's so fucking good. Like it's really satisfying on mobbing. It's really satisfying on bossing. Like it's just fucking awesome. Like Jad was was fast. Jad was actually faster than the Buck, to be honest. But the thing is,
Walking
Jad I had
speed,
to like
right? Jet, I think, the fastest walking speed, or one of the highest walking speeds, but then Buck has no
yeah
walking speed. You're just really
yeah
slow, but you have to jump.
and yeah, and not to mention that Jad had like fucking what was it again? It was like Serpent Vortex on a fucking fourth job skill. It didn't have a fucking cooldown. It just like fucking like zoomed everywhere. It was literally the same skill with the same fucking range without a
Almost.
cooldown.
Yeah.
It was like
Remember when
it's
Jet had the fourth job AoE with zero cooldown?
oh yeah, the Starfall,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So how you could and everyone was like, "Are you sure?" And you're like, "Yeah, we're sure." I was like, "Okay," and everyone just held down Starfall, just spamming mana bulls just to get to
Do
200.
you remember? Do you remember when Jet used to have the glitch on the bug on the I
The
don't remember. It was
explosion?
like red. Yeah, gravity's no, not the fit job skill. It was the hyper skill,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
gravity something that you
Mm-hmm.
just like spam the skill button and you would like because of the server
You
lag, it
freeze the
would
game.
proc like fucking infinite times.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't crash the game. It would just proc infinitely. I remember like one time we
Did you
were
do it on
like
Lucid one
doing
time?
versus. I did it on fucking everything. I remember one time when you called us to Ursus and like the when I got into the fight, I just fucking like because Ursus is so fucking laggy, I mashed the shit out of the button and like even before everyone loaded in, the the bot was dead. You
You didn't know what happened.
I was
Boss was just gone.
no no because I was like I'm gonna try this shit and I was like trying to test it, but it was fucking like it was fucking broken and like the moment like the screen like blacked out it
Intended.
like yeah like the moment the screen blacked out it started like loading the boss fight. I just started mashing the button as soon as I loaded in the boss was dead. I was like
All the good old times.
the good old times.
So yeah,
I
I think
miss that.
so. I would since since if you have to go to work, you can't really benefit from all the upgrades. I would just wait until we see what happens in the patch notes, and then try to use the events, because I think even if you with those first upgrades, I think you'll get stronger, but you won't be able to just like very easily go into like Gloom and solo it in 3 or 4 minutes and then walk out and get a nice little crystal. I think it'll just still take long until you have like another upgrade event where it's like 21 CRA, 20 star superior, full 19 arcanes, full 17 arcanes I would say, and like good potentials on everything as well. I think once you're in that point, then you'll be like closer to 40k stat, and then you'll be very easily able to like solo hard Lotus, solo hard Damien, solo Gloom, solo Darknell,
Yeah,
party hard Vihela, that kind of stuff. And then
yeah.
yeah, then we're probably
It's
gonna
like
get towards New Age, and then you can start getting like Oz rings from the bosses that you do. So then it's gonna be a good idea, like with the 6th job, to do the highest level bosses you can, so you can get high level ring boxes, so you can get Oz rings, and then because it's 3-minute cooldown, right? Combined with your 3-minute burst, it's gonna be crazy damage.
yeah, because like I don't know how like how much of a good idea this is, but like what I was going for like because like how inconsistently I play
Mm-hmm.
because of my job was like just like kind of like power my way through the levels so I could get like to level 260, not even because of the 6th job, but just to get my
You sacred.
uh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just to get like more stats from that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was like, I'm just
that's
gonna
good.
power through this shit and just like brute force my way into 40k stat.
Yeah, leveling now and getting fams is definitely something that's high on the level. I see if you can get a large drop fam epic, but first get those IED fams in order, right? So you can re-roll your secondary without losing any final damage there, and just gaining a bunch by getting more weapon attack.
Yeah, just re-roll this one.
Hmm.
Actually not bad. Actually not bad.
Yeah, your range is gonna go up a lot, but like your damage output should go up by a lot, and then you'll see because I think your attack power right now. It's probably a little bit lower than where you want it to be.
It's like sitting at like 1700, like 17, no, no, 2700.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's probably not too bad to be like around. Yeah, I want to get closer to like 3k.
It could be better.
It's a star forcing, like if a bunch of stuff goes up to from 17 to 19, which is at that point relatively cheap. Like in terms of weapon attack, it'll go up quite a lot. So yeah, it's not necessarily in a bad spot. 332 Star Force. Yeah, so overall the Star Force is a bit low, but that's also because you still have one event ring, right? So that's immediately like 17 that you lose there. So that's a pretty big dip.
Yeah. Yeah. So you reckon it would be better for me to just like re-roll the Reboot Awake ring? Is it reboot? Yeah, the Reboot Awake ring into damage ring and just like roll the other event ring into a drop ring. Because like I reckon it's not gonna be that expensive to do that,
Yeah.
right? Because like neither
Mhm.
of them use Star Force and they're both sitting at a legendary already.
Yeah, it's mainly if you're looking for damage for bossing, right? If you're trying to do bosses faster or trying to do extra bosses, then that's an easy one to get some damage on. Yeah, for sure.
Ooh. high priority.
And
No.
you said you had a Twilight Mark, right? That's also something.
Ooh, yeah, I do. It's sitting at no, 15 stars, and it's
Hmm.
unique. Because
Oh
I
yeah,
was like
I see that.
throwing
Yeah.
random stuff at it. I
Hmm.
was like throwing random stuff at it. Was like, I'm just gonna like try to get it like as high as I can
Yeah.
without spending too much money. I got lucky on it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll put it
Cause
on a
like,
pile with the arcanes to try to get to 17 when the event comes, or if you don't have the patience, maybe sooner. Or if it's like late in the event, if it's like another 5 or 6 weeks, and you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna send to 17 now and just get the gains, and then just work on making the money back.
all right.
But the one, are you killing slime like normal slime?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it still didn't get a
doesn't
ring.
drop rings really. Yeah, that would probably be the best one that you can get the closest to is if you have all that damage, just try to like a party C slime. And it's not super easy though, because he does a lot of damage. So you have to, your positioning and the timing and everything is important. But if you're in a party, of course, yeah, you just make sure you do hard nuke on the 3 minute.
Yeah, I mean, like Buck is not a. I don't feel like Buck is also like that much of like a squishy character, to be honest. It's like
Yeah, you've got
it's
that
got like
shield, right?
high frame. Yeah, it's got like 2 frames. It's got like the shield. The shield
Mm-hmm.
is so fucking poggers, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just in slime, the constant damage from all the rocks and the slimes everywhere, it really adds up. And because of the cooldown of being able to heal, like you'll have to preemptively dash away or like duck under, like away from lasers, because the hitbox of the laser is pretty broken. So as soon if you see you're not full health and you see a laser and you can't heal, like you have to dash away super fast and get away from it. You have to respond very quickly.
All right.
Yeah, even if you have a lot of HP and a lot of damage, like last time on my arc, I just tried to solo and it was okay, but like I went down to 1 life, so I had to play like a bitch and make sure I didn't die out.
By the way, something that just dawned on me, like the pink holy cup,
Mm-hmm.
because like I've got like a meh one. Like
It's okay.
I don't, yeah, like I don't expect to be getting like boot drops anytime soon. So like, is it any worth it to like try to get a little bit better? Because it got like 64 strength on it, which is decent, I guess. But it's got like 4% offset. I could like, is it worth it to me to try to go for like 6%?
Um, well, if you're thinking about it like that, there are other items that are kind of like in the same group where you would put like the same standard on the flame, right? So like the Papulatus Mark and the CRA gear can get very similar flames. So what I would do is I would just look at their flames and see if their flames are all way better, and if they are, then the cup probably could use some upgrading. But if the other pieces are the same or worse, then those other pieces can probably do better with an upgrade. Like maybe your hat, since you haven't worn it in a while, maybe your hat can use better upgrade when it comes to flames. Your
Yeah.
Papulatus Mark is actually like a little bit weaker, right? Even though it's like in the same area. But I think the main thing when you're looking at flames is just make sure that the arcanes have good flames. What are the arcanes on there now?
Ooh, shit flames, to be honest.
Yeah, you could probably aim for like 125 and higher on those pretty comfortably.
Like,
So I would focus my efforts on those right now.
yeah, I think the best flame that I've got on arcane was on my shoes. It's got like 55 strength and 7% all stat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would count all set like around 10, so that's basically 125. So I would put that as like a guiding line for all of the other ones, at least the same or higher, I would say. And if you don't hit it, just keep rolling over it. Fuck it.
Yeah, because it's the best one that I got. Like everything else is kind of trash.
Yeah, I would work on those, and I'd probably work on like the Pep Mark and the CRA to get like closer to 100 and past 100 first before you work on the cup. Because even if you do get like, you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money or a whole bunch of time on getting a better cup, and then when you get a book, then it's gone. But if you spend the same amount of effort and money on getting a good flame on CRA, the only time when that's gone is when you go for Eternal, which is a little bit further away, hopefully, than a possible book. So flame wise, I would focus on the arcanes. Potential wise, first get the familiar, and then we'll focus on the secondary, and focus then on the gloves, so you can switch over into the full arcanes. And then after that, just look for star forcing stuff coming up. But yeah, you can and switch to rings, right? Potential wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Time to coup the fucking secondary.
Well, make sure you reveal your familiars first, right? You don't want to lose too much. Well, did you already do your weeklies or?
Wait, which weeklies?
Yeah, well, the ones that matter. I guess you did Hard Loose and Hard Will already, right?
Only hard lucid. I still didn't do hard will because I was lazy.
You got the.
I was
Okay.
like,
Nice.
I got. This was like literally like I was like, bro, I'm gonna get the box. I went to the hard lucid. I got the box. I was like, fuck. Will.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, you did it. Well, yeah, because it's a good idea to start like grabbing backups as well. Because like getting up to, it feels weird now to think about 19-star arcanes because there's so much other stuff that you need to do before then. But you do want to go from 17 to 19 arcanes eventually, and that'll be at that point that'll be relatively cheap for a lot of gains. And the more backups you have, the more realistically you can make that upgrade without having to, spend like $5.5 bill on one backup just to buy it. It's always a bit pricey. You can buy the droplets, but yeah, it's costs you an arm and a leg.
Yeah, I wish the droplets was like 5 mil each.
Yeah, then you could just mass spam everyone, go 22 arcanes easily.
Ooh, bruh, I would be down for that.
Then you'd just be tapping off event.
Exactly. That's the thing, bro.
More than that, you'd probably rather have that you can just buy node stones from the shop, right?
I mean, that would be good too.
Max out all the boss mules, easy funding.
I still don't know why we don't have that still.
Yeah, there's some. Well, for the
Maybe
future,
someday.
we're not gonna need as many nodes because with fifth job, you're gonna unlock way more slots in the matrix at lower levels. So you'll be able to equip just a lot of low-level nodes and then get all of the levels from all of the skills added together to a higher amount. So it'll be cheaper to get to higher level boost nodes. Like by level 260, you'll have all the slots unlocked. You have 25 slots unlocked. So you'll start like even around 220 or something. You have like way more slots. So you can just put like 8 boost nodes in there or something, like all level 4. And then a few in a level up slot, and you have easy level 40 or 50 boost nodes. So that'll be... You'll just need less. So then, even if they don't increase the supply because the demand goes down, it's still going to have a better bonus. We're going to... Yeah, it's still probably going to take like a month, but we're working towards being able to buy nodes in the guild castle. But yeah, it'll... I'm thanking you for your patience because it'll take a hot minute. There's like one upgrade we're working with right now, and that upgrade takes 40 days without a discount. So we're gonna have to work hard on getting guild duration discount so that we get it in like 3 weeks or so, 3.5 weeks instead of 40 days.
I'm lagging behind on fucking like guild research so fucking hard because like.
Well, it's not super important, honestly, for where you're at. It's not that important.
Yeah, but like I'm like lagging behind so hard because like I would just like get one research going on and then I would have to go to work and then I would like be gone for like some amount of time and then like 3 weeks or 4 weeks or so like I would have done like one research and that's it. I was like
well, my arc has only done one as well because I don't want to do the weeklies on multiple characters. It's like. But my DA is pretty far. My DA is almost at the... Well, my DA has the second sacred area unlocked now. That one is actually pretty good, but everything before that is all like a waste. But even then, if you would max out everything in the private rewards and the personal ones, you get to kill like... Every week you get to kill like somewhere between 10 and 15,000 monsters, so it's like, like an hour worth. So it's not that... Yeah. You don't get that much back for it.
From that. Yeah, and we got XP from that for those guys. Like, the only bad thing is that we don't get mazes or anything else, but yeah.
Yeah. No Soul
What I'm
Urda.
what I'm yeah what I'm doing now is like I'm like hoarding those like symbol selector coupons from the relay, like trying to get to 260 like
Mm-hmm.
before October 2nd so I can actually use them for secret symbols.
For October 2nd, that's in like 3 days.
Exactly. That's why I'm fucking
All right,
spamming fucking
spamming
yaps
Limina.
on like exactly fucking spamming Lumina.
Did you get your triple EXP coupons?
Wait, do we have the triple XP
Yeah,
coupons?
the Punch King thing right now.
Wait, we do?
Yeah, from the weekly reward, you can pick up triple EXP if you haven't done that yet.
You're, no fucking way.
Yeah.
That's actually a thing.
Yeah, that's actually a thing.
I didn't know.
Yeah, go in with guild skills and stuff, get as far as you can, and then the further you get, the more buffs you can get. You can probably get 4.5 hours, I think.
Bro, I didn't fucking know about that.
Or is it?
I've been
Is it half hours,
I've been
right, chat?
into
Not 50 minutes.
myself. I've been
Yeah.
into myself.
Yeah. Well, there's not enough other coupons to go around, but that one is yeah, that's one not to forget. Oh, 15 minutes. Damn. Yeah. But the highest you can get is 15 minute per week.
I mean, that's already good. That's
Yeah, it adds
an
up.
hour.
Yeah, for sure.
That's an hour triple XP. That's
Yep. Exactly. So yeah, consider
it's better than an hour double XP.
just go in there with all the buffs, and then do like your weekly bosses with the guild skills and everything after, and then you pick up your buffs, and then you can go train. Easy.
Oh, bruh. Just do so and use it. And Ooh, that's actually good advice.
Yeah, maybe
Save the
3 or 4, depending on how far you get. Yeah, it's a little bit on the.
Yeah, I don't reckon I can get 5. Maybe I can get 3.
No, you have to get 1500 exactly. You have to max it out to get 5. And if you have 1499, then you already go down to 4. But you need to be higher level to max it out. It's just, yeah, there's super tanky thing.
Yeah, that's why I reckon I can get like 3, to be honest.
Yeah, you definitely get 3, but maybe 4, but probably 3, I think, yeah. But, you know, that's also 45 minutes. That's actually good advice as opposed to the rest of the session.
No, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about because like someone went in chat and was like, "Oh, you should just like save your coupons to use it during night troop." I was like, "Oh, this is actually fucking big brain."
Yeah, yeah. Well, night troop is also coming, but yeah, you're not gonna get to use the sacred symbols. I don't think, unless you're going like super no life in the next few days to get the levels.
But that's what I've been, bro. That's what I've been doing.
All right, all right. Well,
that's what I've been doing, bro. I don't have anything else to do, honestly. I've just been sitting like the past like 2 weeks or so. I've just been sitting on my room playing MapleStory.
You're using the Scardor gamer diapers.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing. And that's probably all I'll be doing for the next 2 weeks or so. So.
Okay, good stuff.
I'm just fucking no lifing. I haven't touched grass in like 3 weeks or so.
Hell yeah. I mean, you're gonna be touching grass for like months the next time they send you out, so fuck it. Or you're gonna be touching blue, touching water.
Touching blue, bro. I hope I don't touch the water because that would mean I would be fucking swimming at sea. So
open water.
I hope I don't touch the water. To be honest, that's actually, bro.
All right. Wait, have you been training this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because you just press one button.
Yeah. Bro, it's so fucking. Bro, it's actually free money
It's free.
to train on Buck. You just turn on Lord of the Deep and you jump from one side to the other. That's all you do. It's actually free fucking money.
So you're 258 now?
Yeah. D58, 15%.
15%. Okay, cool. All right.
I'm getting like a decent raise, to be honest. I'm getting like 10% an hour or so.
In the 250s. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. I was getting that back in the day, but that was like totem rates and everything. Remember when totems and everyone was crying that totems were gone? But now with all of the power creep and the bigger maps and all this stuff, we pretty much make the same rates now, like kind of close to what totems rates were back then.
Bro, I remember when I started playing, we still had that white ass totem. I don't remember, it was like wild totem or something.
Oh yeah, the ones before, the Fury totem. The white one with the red cross on it? Yeah, and everyone called it the furry totem.
Yeah, the furry totem.
Yeah.
which was better than the wild totem. Ooh, shit, that was the good days.
And then they said they were gonna nerf it, and they made it cheaper. But then they didn't actually nerf it. But they nerfed the stat on it, but it didn't make a difference because of the
Yeah.
spawn interval.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we just got a discount on the totems, basically.
Yeah, cause that I remember they used to cost like 2,400 like reward points or something, and then they
Mm-hmm.
went down to like 18. Oh, bro, I remember
Yeah, or
fucking
like
like
2,000. Yeah, they went down.
I remember like hoarding totems, and like every single month like 6 or 7 would like fucking expire on my
Oh yeah,
inventory.
yeah. I had so many of those expire. Oh god, such a waste. Now in hindsight, it's like, damn it. If I just trained a little bit harder, then. Oh well. Okay.
Oh
Well, you have
you
a good plan now.
yeah. The first step is just like fucking cubing the secondary in the ring. That's what
Yep.
I'm going for,
Get some
which is
ID familiars. Make sure your damage doesn't go down too much. I just hit 2 attack 1 boss. Okay, just do that.
I
Easy
yeah,
mode.
cause now that I know that I can actually get fucking like ID from like common and rare familiars,
Mm-hmm.
I reckon I'm gonna get that shit like fast, cause I've been training like fucking crazy. So
Yeah, you can reveal them and then and if they don't get what you want, you just extract them again. You still extract them or still fuse them again later, right? You don't have to
yeah,
if it's not what you want. It just takes a while just clicking all of them. To get 15 IED, usually it takes around revealing around 90 familiars though. So if you're looking for 3, that's almost like 300 familiars probably that you have to reveal. Yeah.
that's actually
The fastest I got it was 8 familiars and that gave me 2. But the slowest was almost 500. So, anywhere between 8 and 500, okay? Well, for 2, so for 3, anywhere between 12 and 750. Good luck.
that's reassuring, I guess.
Most was around
I
90,
mean,
like 180 to 190 to get 2. So probably like around 270, 280, something like that.
mm,
Get to clicking. Click, 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 click.
bruh.
And then make big gains on the secondary.
The thing is with familiars, before I realized the familiars were actually important, which it
Mhm.
was not long ago. I had like almost 10k familiars from what was it again? What was the name for that map? Like near Void Current.
Oh, yeah. The burst glares and stuff and the suit
Yeah,
glares, like those ones?
VC3. Yeah,
VC3
exactly.
ones? Yeah.
I had like almost 10 like bruh, it was like a fucking crazy amount of familiars, like fucking 8k or something familiars from like VC3
Mm-hmm.
sitting on my fucking storage.
Wait, so
And I was
you've
like,
used all of them already without revealing?
I fucking extracted all of them.
You extracted? Oh no! Those were like so many epic and uniques that you could have made.
I was like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna extract this shit and start buying the booster packs.
No! Wait, so you still have energy now then?
I,
You still have
I still
points now?
have a fucking ton of them.
Oh man. Why didn't you?
I was
Okay.
like,
Shizush, why didn't
because
you
I'm
go
gonna,
into my chat and press exclamation mark familiars and just read? And then you would have known everything. And you would have known that that was a horrible
I was
decision
like,
to make.
I was like, I was
How are
like,
you a mod in my chat? What is going on right now?
I was like, I'm just gonna fucking buy all the booster packs, and I
Yeah.
can fucking. I was like, I have way more points than I can actually spend them.
Yep. How many points do you have left? You want to tell us? Read it. How many? How many points?
I have still like almost 10k points, like 7,940 points.
Jesus. That's what, 3 more booster packs? Okay. At least it's not like 1,000,000 points or something. I was gonna think like you have like 50,000 or like 80,000 or some shit.
The good thing is I've been getting some.
Yeah, you do get epics, right?
I'm still getting packs.
Yeah. Do you get some rare cards?
Not always, ever so often.
Yeah. But have you revealed those? Have you gotten something nice from that?
Uh, I. Nah, not really.
All right. Okay. I got one Dio from a pack, like an epic Dio, the cactus boss, and that one had large drop on it.
I didn't get like anything good for like potential on the familiars from the pack, but I got some like weird ass familiars. I
Yeah.
got that familiar that like fucking BTs fucking love. Which one is like the Dragon Rider or something?
Oh, the Dragon War? That guy? Or the guy on the
Like
dragon? Or the one
yeah,
from Dragon Rider PQ?
yeah, the one from the Dragon Rider PQ.
Yeah, the Dragon Rider,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the Dragon Noir, the name.
Yeah, that guy, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty
And
rare.
it made me wish. Yeah, and it made me wish that we had like fucking Anvil for familiars because this guy looks fucking cool.
Yeah, the way that works is with the familiars and shit. So you have to, every single familiar that you would use to level it up, you have to buy a familiar with points instead and then use that to level it up one at a time. It's ridiculous. That's
I fucking actually spent
yeah.
for fucking folk familiars because I didn't know what they were used for. So I was
Nah,
like, this shit must be good. This shit must be good. So I got like a bunch of them. I was like,
oh, you did? Oh, yeah. That'll eat up a lot of your points for free as well. Yeah, familiars are garbage. Reboot.
Because I was like, oh, this shit actually must be good. So I'm gonna get this. Because I was under the impression that the familiar was like kind of like an extra booster pack. So it was like, oh, like just like fodder for familiars. So I was like, I'm gonna start buying this shit, and that's what I did.
Oh, that explains why you have so few points left then, because you you spent it all on familiars. Okay, we should stop talking because everything you mentioning now is just getting worse and worse, and people are starting to pull out their hair, I think. Everyone's like, what is this guy doing with his points and with his gains? Next time you have these great ideas, Shisush, you send me a DM on Discord, okay?
All right.
My DMs are open for you. Don't do that. Don't do stuff like this again where you're like, I'm just gonna tap all of my honor EXP and then try to get boss damage and settle on weapon attack, or I'm just gonna buy familiars with 10,000 familiars instead of making epics and getting a large drop rate. You know, like don't. These are like the things where you just want to ask Scardor, like, what would Scardor do, and then just ask, okay?
Right, I was just like into myself this whole time, and I didn't know.
Yeah, you kind of griefed yourself, yeah,
Right.
a little bit.
I will always be a jet. I
Yeah,
may not be.
you also made Jet for a while. That was also a lot of grief right there.
True. I actually made Jet for like over a year.
Yeah,
Actually, bruh.
it was a good time. You get to float around on the Prius.
I got to fly around the Prius, DC people with my flashbang.
Yeah.
I was like fucking like trying like everyone was like fucking bosses like let's burst, and
I was like, I can't see shit.
I would pop that shit, and people would start complaining. I was like, bruh, stop using this shit. I was like, but that's my burst.
That's my burst, bro. Complain to the game. Make a ticket. Not my
I
fault.
was like, but that's my burst. What am I supposed to do? What the fuck? What are you guys complaining to me? Complain to Nexon. I may not be a jet, but I'm still a fucking meme lord.
Still a troll. Still a troll at heart. All right. Early grats on 260.
Ooh, thank you.
I believe in you.
sir.
You can do it. Use those coupons. Get that sacred
That's what
symbol
I
leveled
plan
up.
to do.
And
That's what I plan on doing, bro.
yeah. Get the triple EXP. Don't forget that.
Now that I know, now that
Yep.
I'm aware of its existence.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't miss out on it starting now. And good luck on the cubing. Hopefully it's all cheap. And then I hope that the event is soon. I don't think it's going to be the first week, because historically when it's the first week they tell us, and they didn't tell us now. So I think it's going to be at the earliest the second week. But then yeah, I hope you have enough time and you can make it to the event, because yeah, you saw how much money it makes a difference, right, for the star forcing. So
Basically, one cubing session. We should be getting the patch notes on Tuesday, right?
Wednesday, probably Wednesday. Yeah, Tuesday, but yeah, you're in the same time zone. So for me, it will be Wednesday, but for you, it'll still be Tuesday, yeah.
Aye.
Yep. All right, fingers
Bruh,
crossed for the timer.
People are flaming me on the chat, and my feelings are hurt.
Nah. You're above all
Nah.
this, you know. Yeah, you don't give a shit. You don't care enough, Jesus. Okay. Any last words? Any shout-outs?
Shout out to Drexer for being a meme bro. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Shout out to my mom. Thank you very much. Without you, I wouldn't be to stay cats.
Nice. Okay.
That's it, I guess. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one and good luck on everything, bro.
You too, bro. Have a good one.
All right, you
See
too.
you
Love you.
on the chat. Love
Yes.
ya.
You too. Love you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right, second one of the day. But yeah, you see that difference, right? On Arcane, tapping it. Let's see if we do no star catch, 15 to 17. Blah, 17. Off event. Oh, no safeguard. Safeguard, of course. Bam. Look at that cost. 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, around 2.2. A piece. Now, if you wait till 5, 10, 15, and you get the star catch room, look at that average cost. Bam. That is a third of the cost, dude. Oh, you save so much money there, and then you can spend all that money on getting nice potentials and nice flames. So if you're around that area, if you're in the way of moving from Abzo into Arcanes, keep your eyes open for upcoming event. Hopefully 5, 10, 15 is soon. If you're not 15 yet, well, if you're not 15 yet, you know, ask your parents for permission. If you're not 15 stars yet, 30% off event is a great event to get up to 15. Technically also a little bit cheaper, of course, to tap things past 20, but then, you know, it's really expensive during a 30% off to replace your piece if you boom it. If you know, past 20, you boom it. So usually I say up to 15, 30% off, past 15, 5, 10, 15 event. That's my general advice. And if you throw it into the calculator, you know, just be informed, you know, just throw the metrics, throw the options into the calculator, look at the expected booms. Here, of course, safeguarding up to 17, so 0. But look at the expected booms, look at the expected cash, and make a good plan for yourself. So with that all being said, I want to thank you guys for watching this session. Appreciate that. I stream live every day over on Twitch, so if you want to be there live when one of these sessions happens, or you just want to use any of the resources, well, not most of these, but this one, and 200 other commands that I have with information, you can use all of those for free. There's no paywall or anything. Even when I'm offline, you can use all of those through my chat. And if you want one of these sessions, either pay me, and then you have my time, and then we can talk about whatever, and I'll do my best to get you from point A to point B. All I need is just, you know, information from your account. If you want to talk about bosses, you want to talk about accounts, you just want to talk about whatever, you have my time. Or you can request sessions if you are a subscriber over at Twitch, and you can request one just by watching the stream. You can gather points, and with those points you can get the session. Much cheaper that way, but takes a little bit longer. Or you can leave a comment for the session saying that you loved it, it was amazing, and that you would like to win one as well, and just include your Discord name, and then you might be one of the 2 lucky winners that I draw at the end of the month. And you know, it's the 30th, or at least it's the 30th right now, because it's already past reset for me, past daily reset for me. Oh god, past midnight. I don't mean reset. I'm in game jargon mode. So we'll be drawing those winners pretty soon, and could be you. So best of luck to you if you leave a comment. Yes, so thanks for watching. See you in the next one, or live and stream over at Twitch. Bye-bye.